Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mature Racing Club Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship Round 9 today from fictional circuit within Gran Turismo. This is Tokyo's Expressway South Rainier Loop, so basically a street circuit. Lots of walls and all that jazz. Quite a wide track, but that also gives you a bit of a false sense of security. That you can take corners quicker than you actually can in some regard. So we'll flick through the grid. So number 1 in qualifying was ADG123 in the TT, put together a great lap, I think a 2:03. Next to him is Danglyball, 2 FFs on the front row, unsurprisingly, but those two have been strong in qualifying all the season. Nissan Elvis in the Peugeot. That Peugeot is an absolute beast of a car around here. And Nissan Elvis pulled out a good time in that one as well. Robuster Hood in the Jag in 4th. And you got Ginger Crackhead and the Ferrari in 5th. I was in 6th. I was having some issues which will become apparent throughout this one. But basically I just couldn't string a good lap together. I had a lap in the bag good enough for pole. But I sort of got caught up in other people's dirty air and stuff halfway through it, and then they'd hit the wall and then I'd hit them, and yeah, it was all sorts of bad. But 6 isn't bad anyway, to be fair. I'm not too mad at that. And Hyperio is also in the Jag, is in 7th. I'm starting not to be able to see people, so we'll do this. Mighty Ginge in 8th in the NSX. Angus McCoat up in 9th. Also in the NSX, the If You're Allergic to Peanuts, Stay Away From Me car. All Big Wool, who hasn't raced with us yet this season, but it's good to see him turn up for this one. Molly in 9th for the NSX. Ruffalo 9 in the Ferrari, and then last but not bad least is Diablo. So let's get underway with it. I will say one thing before I start this. Normally I watch the first few laps to get a bit of an idea of what's going on. I haven't done that today. I haven't had the time, so I'm literally just going to record this on the fly, so I'm going to miss things, no doubt. I'll try and do what I can though. So let's get underway with it. So it's not a very long run down to turn 1, but a good start as always is important. 2 FFs aren't going to get away too well, so I expect to see Robuster Hood get up there quite quickly. Ginger Crackhead maybe as well. Yeah, Nissan Elvis definitely bogs down, so does Danglyball. Robust is straight through, so does Crackhead. Hyperio also got a good start, and I'm not doing too bad in the NSX. Turn 1 for the first time, then Robust just peeks out in front. Of ADG as the field streams down the long front straight. This is where the FFs will start to show their true colours. So currently I've lost 2 places out on the start. Didn't get a great start myself. There is an incident straight away here as Angus McCoat just misses his braking point, collects Hyperio and me. So I'm down in 8th. But Hyperio definitely got the worst deal out of that one. Let's go back up to the front. So ADG is starting to break away now. The longest straight in the history of mankind coming up. So the FF cars will do well, but this is where the slipstream is important. If you lose a slipstream, you've lost a second a lap. That is just how OP the slipstream is around here. So currently I'm in 8th and chasing down Hyperio. My race is about to take another sinister turn though, as braking into the hairpin. All Big Wool, who not managed to do much practice, just basically collects me on the exit. He does wait, he just basically waits there for me to get back going again. But that does sort of put me right down the bottom. Moving on up. So the winner at that one's got to be Robuster Hood. I want to say he was 4th on the grid when he started, so he's had a really good start, but ADG is all over him. Ginger Crackhead's had a good start as well. Nissan Elvis has held his own in that Peugeot. A little bit of a tap of the wall though. As you can see, Ruffle do the same thing in front of Hyperio. I'm trying to recover. Moley in 11th with Angus Picot up in 12th, and at the minute All Big Wool is in 13th. Let's skip back up to the top as they approach the big braking zone. So there's 5 of them all in a group now. They've dropped the slipstream to Ruffle in 6th. So Ruffle's going to have his work cut out. Further down, ADG goes for a bit of a lunge, cuts it a bit too deep. Robus goes for the cutback, lovely move by Robus. But Nissan Elvis and Ginger Crackhead are going to take advantage of that as well, and that's ADG down to 4th, I think. Is he getting past now? He's got to 3rd. So Hyperio's managed to get past Ruffle. So Hyperio's job now is to try and tag onto the back of this group as quick as he can. I'm just about clinging onto the slipstream of Diablo behind me. So in terms of this track, I actually got to quite like this track after a while. I was running good times here. I was running low 204s. Eventually, once I got my head around a couple of things, NSX is quite a good car around here, so I was certainly quite confident of a good result coming into this one. And despite my first lap issues, I was definitely hoping to climb a few places. One man who is hoping to climb a few places is ADG coming into this. We know he's not managed to race that much this season. We know that he's been working away. When he has raced, he's pretty much always done well, as Ginger Cracker just taps the wall, and that slows the both of them down. So yeah, AD's always one to watch when he's in the lobby because he's typically on it. Let's check how the rest of the field are doing. So this is a little battle that's going on then. Me v Hyperio. I'm then going to try and get on the back of Ruffle. Ruffle just misses a gear there, and that allows me just to step in front. Diablo is giving him the slipstream, which I wasn't too happy about. But I managed to just try and get Ruffle and hold it on the outside. Decide against it by the looks of things, yep. Ferrari is quite a quick car. It wasn't a bad choice at all. I just think its tyre wear was a bit shoddy. I sort of picked the NSX on the basis of it being my best choice for tyre wear. This is where issues start happening for me. So this is the glory of Gran Turismo Sports servers. This is me disconnected from the game now, but the game still puts my car all over the shop, so it's disconnected me out of the session, so that's me out completely. Oh, it's all kicking off up here. Look at all this going off. This is letting Robus escape, but Ginger Crackhead up to 2nd place. ADG just having to settle in for 3rd, but one person that's really putting in a strong show is Nissan Elvis. Nissan Elvis's results this season haven't been fantastic, sure we won't mind me saying that. But to see him holding 4th and contesting for a podium place at the least at this minute in time is good going for him. I just do hope that he can control the tyre wear as we get deeper into the race. Obviously we're racing for 30 minutes tonight. 6.5 minutes in. It's a long way to go for all these guys. And Nissan obviously is using the super soft tyres as well, so he's going to have a little bit, well, he's on the softest compounder tyre, which should benefit more grip. I see him and Dangleball just managed to get past Ruffle, gets a massive slap on the wall there. So does Moley. And All Big Wall at the minute is holding up the rear. Ginger Crackhead then goes for a move on ADG. ADG's going to hold him around the outside and just hopefully cut him off at the apex, which he just about manages to do. It's turned into a good little battle at the front there. Kind of makes me sad I wasn't in it. At this minute of time I was hitting my internet router with a hammer. But it's probably not my internet, it happens a lot. It's more the servers that host the game. We'll probably just randomly pick one person to boot out. We did it to Stuart Law the other week. And it seemed like that night was my night. But hey ho, these things happen. That's the risk of doing things on the internet. Ginger Crockett gets a massive slap on the wall there. That's going to let Nissan Elvis through as well. And Nissan Elvis is going to try and get the cutback on Dangly Ball. Doesn't manage to get that done. The Ferrari a little bit better on the brakes though. Ginger Crockett does just tap the wall. That doesn't enable him to make much happen there. And Diablo in the McLaren has just managed to hold on to this pack now and get some slipstream. A little bit further back we've got Hyperio, Ruffle and Moley all having a little bit of a battle. The Jag is a capable car around here, but once the tyre wear starts to kick in, then you'll start seeing him hit the wall a lot more as he drifts it round that corner. And still manages to stay ahead. Nice little bit of drifting there. Right, so I think the opening lap's chaos has simmered a tiny bit. Yeah, it appears to. So there's little gaps sort of between everyone right now. As the field just streams away. Yeah. We do see Moley going for a little bit of a move on the Ruffle. Hopefully getting a little bit of slipstream from Hyperio and the Jag up ahead. Who's going to be the bravest of them all on the brakes? Moley does tend it a little bit deep on that occasion, but manages to keep his speed up. So they all have to fight another day. Hyperio is going to be cutting a bit of a hole in the air for those guys as Diablo just smacks the wall on the exit. Meanwhile, the battle for first is intensifying. ADG has caught up to Robust Hood. Robust Hood potentially was just managing the pace at the front a little bit. AD was probably pushing a little bit more than Robust was. And Dangly Balls managed to hold on there. AD currently does hold the fastest lap of the race at 2:04.6. Which is a decent pace, especially in race trim, because obviously in the race you're worrying about your tyres a little bit more, so you don't take as many risks as you would do in qualifying. Rejoining the action then, the battle for first is hotting up. These guys have been pretty much smashing each other's heads in pretty much from the start, so AD Robust, Dangly Balls, been there but hasn't got involved, probably quite wisely I think, just taking advantage of some slipstream while it's there. But Robust and AD just enjoying the fight, I guess. So we're 15, nearly 16 minutes deep. It's sort of a question as to whether any of these guys are going to pit. Tyres on AD's car they don't look too bad on the screen, but when they get to that sort of level you do start feeling the understeer. So he's got to think about whether it's worth losing the time in the pits and potentially losing the slipstream as well. Dangly Balls in slightly better nick with his tyres, and Robust is gonna need to change anytime soon. So let's see if any of them dive into the pits here. None of them do. They all carry on for another lap. AD and Robust continue to battle each other. Let's carry on with everyone else. So Ginger Crackhead's not too far behind these guys either. He's not in the slipstream now, so he's not getting the benefit of the tow. And Nissan Elvis unfortunately has fallen back. Those tyres on that Peugeot are starting to look a bit ropey now. Over 25% worn, about 30%, and they will they'll be getting pushed quite hard and heat cycled quite a lot, so he'll be feeling that. Moley So hanging on to Nissan Elvis now, so he'll be getting a bit of a slipstream. He has managed to drop the other guys, so Angus McCoat up, whose tyres are looking in decent order, it has to be said. He's holding on well. Orbigwell, who hasn't pitted yet, in 8th, his tyres are alright as well. Perio's been into the pits for a fresh set of super softs. Dablo's also been in, and so has Ruffle and Mighty Ginge. So continuing on to the battle up top. Is AD going to go for another move down into turn 1? Looks like he's going to. Just hangs it around the inside. This complex then quickly takes a left-hand turn right after here. Getting a bit too close for comfort, those guys there though. We'll try and find time for an on-board lap between all this battle, and we'll probably pick one of these guys because then we keep an eye on him at the same time. And I'll show you around the circuit and its unique quirks and stuff like that. So this long back straight, I mean again I'll demonstrate this. It's not really straight, it does have some corners as you can see. It's not like you have to lift for any of them, you can take them absolutely nailed flat out. Brake it down to the big hairpin, then biggest braking zone on the circuit. AD's going to launch one up the inside. Dangleball's going to zip himself into the pits. Robus and AD carry on for another lap. I think they're just going to see if they can call each other's bluff on this one. As we do start to see people filter into the pits. I would say neither of them want to take those tyres any further though. Certainly if I was in either of them's shoes, I'd take the risk. I did a similar thing at Red Bull Ring. I ended up taking the risk and taking on new tyres, and it worked out to the benefit. I ended up having much fresher tyres at the end of the race, and ultimately went on to win that one. These guys are now starting to lap in the 207s, which aren't great lap times. Ginger Cracker's not pitted even, neither's Moley, so basically the highest running pit stop is Dangleball. There's a lot of other guys now mixed up with it while everything sort of gets sorted out. I think these guys are just enjoying the race a little bit too much, maybe not watching how long's left, because we are now looking at only about 10 minutes left of this one. In fairness to them, they're probably just getting a little bit too involved in what they're doing. It did certainly like a really fun race. I joined back in the lobby about this time. Obviously I couldn't race, but I was sort of watching this battle play out. So that's them to... nothing else really going on at this minute in time. You can see Nissan Elvis has been in and changed those tyres. He'll be good to the end now. And it's basically just going to be a case of where everyone falls out when the pit stops are done. These guys are now costing themselves time by staying out. Let's see if they dip into the pit lane, which is here. Bo's taking a very wide line. I think he's doing it. I want to say smack the pit entry on the way in. Ginger Cracker comes in as well. So they literally come out inside each other, but importantly, Dangleball has now assumed the lead of the race. Dangleball's tyres are a lap or two older, but if these guys carry on fighting, this could be a Dangleball win. So that's a good time. We'll jump on board with ADG. I've not seen this lap yet. It might be a terrible lap, so AD, if you stack it, I'm sorry mate, but I'm going to cover this one from your perspective. So start finish straight. It's based on the road, so those thumps you hear are like drainage ducts on the road, I don't know. Breaking at the 50 board, you want to hug the inside as much as possible and get on the power early. AD's having to account for a car on his inside, so he had to take a narrower line there. Rubus the hoods now sneaking into second, so you want to be as far over to the left as you can. Braking just after the 150 board, depends on your tyres of course. Get a nice early entry and then modulate the throttle all the way through the harbour section. Potentially an early upshift. AD's already in third there, just a little bit of tap on the inside wall, so not a great section to cover there, AD. You want to be on the power as early as possible. Now here, brake light off the power, feed it in as soon as you see that building appear, and then away you go up the range straight. Be careful not to touch the wall on the exit of that corner. You do want the best speed out of that corner as possible, because that can earn you 2-3 tenths by the end of the straight, easily. Chasing on in the slipstream then, again, once you're at the top, your eyes look for the brake markers, which one poles to the top left. You're looking for 150 and you brake just after it. AD is probably a little bit early there, but potentially with cars in front of him is a wise move. Coming back onto the expressway now, just past the pits. This is where the FF cars might struggle. The NSX floated through here, it was brilliant. I'd catch up so much. So just after the 50, I lifted off the throttle and I'd pretty much coast through this corner and then plant it and take these two flat. The NSX would take those two flat, not a problem at all. Look for the barrier starting, brake, down a gear, chuck it in, and on the power as soon as you dare. Again, you just got to bear in mind that those walls are deadly. And then across the line for a 2:04.6, so not a bad lap, but as we see there's a few mistakes in there from AD, so he can definitely do better. Let's check on the rest of the field then. Everyone should have pitted now. Ginger Crackhead in 4th, kind of on his own though, unfortunately, so we'll see if he can pull up to those guys ahead if they carry on fighting. Hyperio will be hoping for to be able to get into the slipstream of Ginger Crackhead, because he's got Molly and Nissan Elvis for company. So Molly in 6th, Nissan Elvis in 7th. Not a bad outing for Nissan Elvis, if it has to be said. I think he's just had 1 or 2 bad laps where he's made little mistakes. With tyre wear, that will happen. That Peugeot's a really strong car. Diablo running in 8th with Mighty Ginge in 9th. All Big Wool has managed to overhaul a few cars now, so he's running in 10th with Angus McCotup and Ruffle fighting away for 11th. Let's just keep an eye on these guys for a minute and see what happens to the Peanut Machine and Mr. Adidas. So it's Japan versus Italy, NSX versus Ferrari, a drag race down the long back straight. I want to say the Ferrari is a faster car when it comes to top speed, but the NSX is going to have all Big Wool's slipstream at his disposal. NSX also a really good car on the brakes, so if he can keep his nerve in the braking zone, Ruffle's not going to be able to get down the inside. The Ferrari's not as good as the NSX on the brakes, but he almost lets the move happen there. Ruffle goes up. Oh, lovely little cutback by Angus McCotup there. That was a beautiful little move. I think he basically just let Ruffle take the inside and went for the cutback on the outside. Great racecraft there from Angus McCotup to keep his nose in front. This is letting all Big Wool just run away a little bit though. In the Lexus. And Mighty Ginge doing alright. Let's check through everyone else. Everyone as expected. Robus all the way down in 3rd though. So he's not having a good day. That's what I say, he's not having a good day. He's in 3rd and he's currently winning the championship, so he's absolutely fine. The disconnect from me though does mean that he mathematically sealed the championship at this race, which I was annoyed at. I wanted to take it to him a little bit more, but we'll talk about that at the end of the Nürburgring video, where I give everything away and go through points and all that sort of stuff. So AD's now starting to take it to Dangly Ball. We're at 26 minutes, so another couple of laps in it for these guys. Again, I was just really hopeful I was in this one. It did look like a good scrap. So it's Audi versus Volkswagen. Which one of them is going to be better on the brakes? I say they're both going to be about the same, to be honest. I don't think there's too much difference in them guys between brakes. I'd argue that Dangler Ball got a better line through the corner though, and Robus is now back challenging again. Let's see how everyone's falling out. Angus Picotte up. Angus Picotte's stormed up there. Big Wall was a couple of seconds ahead of him. And Angus Picotte up, he's right in that mix now, so he's going to potentially take the Lexus side by side through the top complex. Next corner coming up to left-hander, so he's going to have to concede this one. He does tuck back into the slipstream. And thinks maybe Big Wall's going to make a mistake. The Lexus is a big old boat. It's a fast old boat, but it's a big old boat. If he gets a wall tap here, he's in prime position to take advantage, but no, Big Wall takes that one cleanly. Meanwhile, up at the top then, it's getting very feisty. It's a three-car fight. If any of these guys could win this, Robus takes first place with 2 minutes left on the clock, but ADG's not having any of it and holds the inside line, sends Robus wide. Meanwhile, Dangler Ball's just waiting to pick up scraps of these guys. A little bit of attack with Robus, but no harm done. They're all still going to get a slipstream going down the main straight. If everyone takes his corner right, that is. Don't forget, a tap on the wall on the outside of here can really ruin your chances, but everyone taking no risks coming up there. So it's AGG to Robus to Dangler Ball for 1, 2, 3 in the race. Everyone's tyres are fine, no issues with tyres at all. And the fact that Robus and AD pitted late, it's probably going to play into their advantage a little bit, but Dangler Ball has looked after the tyres well as well. So back again, who's got the biggest nerve? Will Robus try and sneak one up the inside? He does. Tries to take it to ADG. AD doesn't fight it off too much. Looks like Robus is wearing a high-vis jacket in that car. I don't know what his race suit's all about, but each to their own. Got to be said how sort of close the field is. Looking at the track map after half an hour's worth of racing, they're all pretty much still on the same stretch of track, albeit with little gaps breaking them up between. So full credit to the League One boys. These guys are going to make it across the line in time to do one more lap. So it's Robus, AD, Dangler Ball. Oh, massive issue there, massive issue. Robus the Hood is down and out. Ginger Crackhead is going to make it through to another lap. So is Moley, so is Nissan Elvis, so is Hyperio. But the finishers so far are Diablo, Angus, or Big Wall, Ruffle. Mighty Jin, something glitched on the game and it put him in 12th. He's actually like 6th, or something like that. So purely because I don't want to take my eye off this fight at the top. In fact, before we concentrate on that fully, we'll just see where everyone else is, see if there's anything else going off on track. Robus has recovered to 4th. There's no other on-track battles happening. These guys are finished, so they're just cruising around. So we can exclusively focus on ADG versus Dangler Ball for the win. Lap 15 Tokyo Expressway, round 9 of League One. You probably won't believe me if I said the finish to every race was pretty similar to this, in that it's people battling for the lead right until the end, but that's how this season's been for us guys. Dangler Ball goes to send one down the inside, but has he overcooked it? Can ADG just slip it up the insides? I think he just manages to get the move done. Yeah, they've been sweating there. Let's go back and have a look at that actually. So this is from perspective of ADG. Of course, fully in the knowledge that Sirocco's gonna get some beastly slipstream on him. Brakes normally doesn't let that put him off. Gets a nice late apex. Yeah, and you see Dangler Ball just got a little bit of a wall tap there. But a good move by Dangleball, to be fair. Just a shame he got that tap on the wall on the exit. A few corners to go though. Can ADG hold this one off? It's going to be close, no matter what. One last corner. ADG for glory. Can he stay away from the wall? I think he can. ADG 1, 2, 3. Dangleball for second place. Massively close between those guys. Ginger Cracker and Robuster Hood side by side. Ginger Cracker just manages to hold on to his third place. Moley brings home fifth. A great result for Moley. Great result for Finiston Elvis in sixth. And Hyperio in seventh. And that is pretty much about it. So I'd be disappointed if I didn't say at that point that I got disconnected from the race, but that is life. Not bitter about it at all. That meant, yeah, that result basically meant that mathematically I couldn't win League One. It did mean still that if I got some sort of result out of the Nürburgring, that I would still get promotion, but winning the thing was completely out of the question now. But congrats to Rubus the Hood. He's been bang consistent pretty much all season, to be fair to the guy. I think that's his first non-podium finish all season. So out of the 9 races we've had, he's finished 8 of them on the podium. On the way, he's picked up just the 1 win, I think. Yeah, he's only got the 1 win, but because of his consistent podium appearances, he's scored a load of points. So, yeah, it just means you have to be consistent in these things and not necessarily the fastest, just consistently up there. A couple of bad results from me, notably at Yamigawa, Miyabi, and St. Croix, where I didn't really have a good time out. And obviously the disconnect hasn't helped. So what we now do, we now go to Nordschleife. We're going to do a half-hour race there with a reverse grid, which will mean that I start on pole. So despite me not exactly being a fan of the Nürburgring, I can navigate my way around there in some sort of fashion. Not too bad round it. I'm definitely not the worst, but I'm by far not the fastest. Like, there's people that can lap it like 5, 6, 7 seconds faster than I can in these cars. But we go to Nordschleife with me only really needing a mediocre result in order to secure promotion, so I still had relative confidence. So that'll be in the next video, which I'll cover another day separately. But leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you've not already, if you like this sort of stuff. And yeah, that's it from me for tonight. I'm going to go and watch the Bathurst 12 hour now and maybe have a drink. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.